What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to work on a few things. We're going to put some sliders on the RES Concepts pork belly. I wanted sliders on it for a long time. I finally got some printed out. We're going to put them on it. And also, let's see, I was wanting to fix the body on my SCX.
Well, duh.
TRX6.
Yeah.
I cracked the body. See it right there where I cracked it. So I'm gonna fix it. We might do a few other things, I don't know. But I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get to work on this body. Okay, what you want to do first is make sure you get your body pretty clean. I come in here the other day and realized I was out of E6000. To fix a crawler body, you will need some E6000 and some drywall tape. You can get this at Lowe's, Home Depot, your home improvement stores, hardware stores. You want the drywall tape. It mostly goes in the corners, I believe, but you want it sticky on one side, like this right here, sticky on one side. You can, dang, I'm stumbling. You can also use this to coat your basher bodies. In other words, you got a basher body for like a Traxxas Max or something that you want to last a long time. Even if the body's already busted up a little bit, what you can do is go ahead and cut it out. Well, just put it on there, then cut around your fender wells and stick it to your body. You'll have to take all this out, of course. Stick it to your body. And then once you get it stuck to your body, spray you about 3 coats of Flex Seal. It can be clear, black, whatever color you want. But just put 1 coat on there, let it dry. Then put another coat on there, and you'll see once you get it really, really thick, it'll stay to it. That's the way if you want to do a whole body, you know, that's the way to do it. But what we're going to be doing today, we're just going to be repairing a crawler body. I've done this before on, I think 1 or 2 of my bodies. But just make sure you got the body clean, like you see it like right here. Take you some E6000 or shoe goo, whichever one you want to. I got these little spatulas. I got them somewhere off Amazon or somewhere. 2.5 inch spatulas, I don't know. I got them somewhere. But I just use these. What you want to do first, open up your shoe goo and dab you some in there around that cut. And just put it in there real good. I come in here to do this last week. My my E6000 was all dried up. So I went to Home Depot the other night and I picked me up another tube. Stuff's real cheap. You'll save a lot of money on bodies by doing this. Yeah, your body will weigh a little bit more, but this is on a 6x6, a TRX6. It don't care, man. It's like the honey badger. All right, now I'll take a spatula and I just kind of spread it out beside where the crack is, real good. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I can pull another light in here. Yeah, just real good. Just spread it out. Really, really good. You want to go beyond the crack a pretty good bit. All right, then take your tape. This is drywall tape, fiberglass drywall tape. Take it, cut you out a piece long enough to do the job. And just push it down into that shoe goo, or E6000 in my case. Push it down into it, rub it. It'll come through the tape, it'll come through the mesh part of the tape. Push it. Make sure you get your body in there pretty tight. You might have to put like some clear masking tape on the outside or any kind of tape on the outside to hold your body together while you're doing this. But just like that. Mash it down until it saturates that tape. And if you wanted to, you could also take and put a little bit more E6000 on top of the tape. There's probably a couple spots I missed up in here. This thing's hard to squeeze. And this body will actually be stronger in this part right here than it was before, because the body will still, if you put this fiberglass tape all across like a basher body, the body will crack, but it will not come apart. Okay, we're just gonna set it in there like that. We're gonna set it over here and let it dry for a little while. Like I was saying, the body will crack, but it won't come apart. Like this body right here, it's been beat to death. Usually these bodies will break up here and break back here, but you can see right here where it's cracked real bad, and it's not broke apart. It's still intact. Now it has, you know, done its toll on the sheetrock tape a pretty good bit, but you know, I'll probably run this body until I get rid of the truck, I guess, unless I run up on a deal on one. But let's let that set, and we'll go ahead and get that RES Concepts down here, and we're going to put some sliders on it. Okay, here we have the RES Concepts pork belly. It's an awesome little truck. Normally, the way this truck operates, you put the battery up here, and I've wanted to try it with sliders on it for a long time, and just keep from putting a battery up here and put it down here on a set of sliders. I think this chassis uses the G-Speed style sliders, so I just printed out some. We're gonna put them on here. First, we're gonna get a weight on the scales over here, see how it is with the battery, just like it is, and then see where we need to, what side we need to put the battery on after we put the sliders on, and get a weight afterwards. That way we get the weight first, we'll have a baseline, and we'll go from there. I need to work on that shock mount. Let me go over here and put it on the 4-corner scales and get a baseline. Set it on the scales. Let's see, let me try to get my wheelbase lined up here. And get us a baseline, see where we're going from. Okay, there it is on the scales. We've got 62% in the front, and we've got 38% in the back, which is a good. Now when I set the battery, I got a battery right here. Let me set the battery on it and see what that changes it. That keeps it, that's about where it would be at. That keeps it at 62, but it's got 53% on this side. I guess it would be the driver's side. And it's got 47% on the passenger side. So we will put the skid for the battery on the passenger side. These scales are pretty cool. I'll leave a link down below where you can get them. They don't make them like this anymore. They make them wireless now, but they're pretty cool if you're setting up these trucks, so you can get your corner, every wheel, how much weight every wheel's got on it, so you'll know. So let me put it back on the bench, and we'll start putting those rock sliders on. Okay, so we need to put the battery on this side, on the passenger side. So we'll take out these screws, and if I remember correctly, these screws go all the way through the skid. Yeah. Yeah. Duh. The skid also holds the links in. And you got to have those washers. Yeah, these little DeWalt screwdrivers are pretty cool, man. They make one with a handle that flexes down. It's got a torque setting on it. I'll probably get one in one day. As soon as I win the lotto, the big lotto. This is exactly why you need them. See how long them screws are? My goodness. All right, we won't need the washers now that we're putting this in, but we're gonna go ahead and start them. See if we can get it lined up, we'll probably have to flip this truck over so we can make sure that the, there we go. The plate is lined up. We'll just start it in there a little bit and then grab the other one because we will need to put those links back in there. Back in there. No, I got the wrong one. My bad. I printed this skid. I've saved a lot of money since I bought that 3D printer because you buy that file, like that one file there, I think it cost me $3.50. And I printed 4 or more skids for my trucks. Easily 4 or more skids for my trucks. You know, so I don't think there's any rules against it. If you print them for you can't print them and resell them, you know, unless you get some kind of agreement with the person that designed the files. Same way with these skids, I paid a little bit for it, but this is the first time I've printed any. And we'll see how they work out. I don't know. They're printed in not PLA, PETG. PETG. So that's what they're printed in. So let's see if we can get these things lined. Ooh, I went too far on that one. Let's see if we can get them lined up here. And then there we go. Yes, sir. Let's tighten this one up. We get that other. Oh, we've gone too far with it too. Ooh, we got to make sure we took our drive shaft fell apart. We got to make sure they probably are. Got to make sure they're in sequence. Let's see. So I need that on the bottom, just like that. And I've told this on my other video, but how you get them, you want the bolt holes opposite on each end. In other words, if you don't want the bolt head here and the bolt head here. Okay, let's see if we can get this one put back together. I don't have enough hands. That's in there good and tight. Good. Let's check this one again. I think it locked down pretty good. Well, we're gonna say it's tight enough. I believe it is. Okay, now we got that slider up there. This is gonna be our battery side. The passenger side is gonna be our battery side. I don't know why that truck is. There we go. All right, the next thing you need was, you don't really need it, but it's what I use. Let me get this battery out here right quick again. But I use, some people call it Velcro, some people call it hook and loop. It's hook and loop. You can buy this stuff on Amazon in these big rolls, man, really cheap. And it works good for like comp trucks, lightweight trucks. But I bought these 2 big old rolls. One's the soft side and one's the rough side, you know, where they stick together. I think I bought both these rolls. I can't remember. It was stupid cheap. But you just want to measure about how much you need. Like I said, that's the battery. Measure about how much you need. And just cut you a piece off. Just like that. Let me put this back up before it gets unrolled. Even though I'm out of frame. All right, put it back in this little bag that it comes with. This is the, I have links in the description to all this stuff. This is the, I think that's the company that made that stuff, or that I bought it from anyway. And you just take it and peel the back off of it. And you would probably want this battery as close to the front as you can get. That's the reason the skid has got an angle on it. You see how it's got the angle where you want to get all the weight in the bottom of that. And the reason that is keep your center of gravity as low as possible. So what we'll do, we'll take this and stick it down right there. Just be done with it. And it holds the batteries in there real tight. And you can just run your line right across the top and be out of the way. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the other side on. And once we get the other side on, we'll put the battery back on it and we'll weigh it. What did I do with the other skid? Here it is. Take these screws out right here. Yeah, hand be wore out. If you didn't have one of them, you'd have a scar like that. Carpal tunnel surgery. Turning them screwdrivers. Flip it upside down. Well, let me go ahead and start it first, yeah. Oh no, I'll go ahead and flip it upside down. Keep the drive shaft. Did that? Ooh, that did. That's why that drive shaft is sitting a little low. See right there where my top link mounts the chassis. Put a little gap in between my sliders and I don't think it'll hurt it. Make sure we're lining up. Yeah, we're lining up. All right, we'll leave that one there and start the next one. For a long time, I didn't run sliders, but I'm all for sliders. I mean, they help you. You get hung up on your body right in here a lot if you don't have sliders, or I did. Kind of need the sliders. Yeah, I think it went right into there. Sure did. Okay. Let's go ahead and get her back connected. Back right. Yeah, that's the back. Okay. Turn it back up like this. These are some of the videos that I guess I enjoy doing the most because you know, they save people money and they're simple. And a lot of people, even me myself, I didn't know about them for a long time. And then I watched a video about like the one you're watching now. So let's go ahead and set this one in there. Trying to phase that drive shaft in. There we go. All right, got it phased in. It's kicking them sliders pointing down a little bit for the reason because it's got that screw hole in it. It's kicking them down a little bit. I'm not too fond of that, but it don't look too bad. It's not a whole lot. This truck has a high ride height. Let's take it over here to the scales. We'll put the battery on it. See how it looks now. And at the end, I do a comparison. I can't even remember. I just remember it was like 60 something up front, something else in the back, 30 something, like 38 in the back, 62 up front. Okay, we're gonna put it over here on the corner scales, 4 corner scales. You see a lot of these scales in dirt track. A lot of them use them on the ovals and stuff like that on the RC cars. But they're really good in building comp crawlers too. Okay, you can see our side weight evened up. I've got the battery in there. We lost 1% on the front. But that 1%, it's kind of, even though we lost it, you ever heard, you lose it on the paperwork, but in the real world, it works out. What happens is once you get this chassis at a certain angle, going up a hill, when that battery's down low like that, it's not going to lift the suspension. Like you see here, it's not going to lift that suspension up like that. It's going to stay down longer because the battery's down here compared to up here. So we'll take them, we'll take that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some information out of it. If not, maybe a little bit of entertainment. But remember, till next time, I love you, but God loves you more.